to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time. Emceemur here with my co-host, Triple J, J-Town James Jonan, and it is time to take a launch day look at Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded for the Nintendo Switch. And I gotta tell you, a game like this, to be portable, that's the attraction here.
The only way you're going to finish it.
Well, it's available for PS4, and that's great, because that's where we started Genso Wanderer, and I will finish that save file as well. But I can really see playing this on the go, man.
Yeah, man,
because
that's how I finish RPGs, is if I can do it on my couch while I'm playing Netflix.
Yeah.
It's an important thing for me to be able to do.
Most of the mystery dungeoneering that I've done in my time have been 3DS games.
Yeah.
So I'm already geared to that being portable and that being how we want to do it. So we will have NIS America here with us tonight. We'll have a rep joining us. We're going to do some Q&A. Anything that you want to know about this game, anything that you want to know about future NIS releases, because we got a bushel of them. We got a gaggle coming at you.
This is a cool
this year.
Looking.
And we looked at it
pretty.
in my review, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Look at the dadgum, and it sounds like I'm blowing smoke up its butt, but I'm serious. The animation is freaking wicked.
It really is.
And it continues seamlessly into the combat. It's just beautiful. And again, here's the Tanuki chick with the leaf on her head and the tail.
Oh, she sure is.
So it's like, Mario, what are you doing? What are you doing? You ripping off what these people are doing? No. We are joined by Optimus Ponder. Welcome, Optimus. Hey, it is time to get going. And the first thing I want to look at in this game is not necessarily combat, but preparation for
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
said combat. We're going to take a look at the fusion of items, something that we talked about in the review, but didn't really get a wholehearted good look at, mainly because I needed more items to get a good recipe down. So, the fusion. Here it goes. And you can literally mix anything. A banana with a turd and a sword, and you're going to get not necessarily a banana turd sword, but the sword will be better when it comes out. Or depending on the order, one hell of a banana. So
This is appropriate, because that looks like a food processor.
it does. Now, I've got my all-purpose chisel. And if that does anything other than cut holes in people, I don't know yet. But I do know that I've buffed the damage on it by combining it with just various things I found on the dungeon floor. And I've really buffed the damage. It's super, super powerful now compared to what it was when I started. Now, I'm going to go in here to find the material I want to fuse it with. You got your base, you got your material, and you got your result. So I found this sword. I want to say that's the one. Oh, no, it switched the base on me. That... Now see, that made another chisel. I had something that was going to make a sword. It was just a recipe from I don't know what. So let's go back to... That's not the shield. Crescent moon plate. There was a weapon I found that was just off the hook. Maybe it was the wooden stake. It was something. But we're going to experiment here. I think if we start with the sword, and okay, there's what it was. You start with the sword as the base.
Ah, okay.
Now my chisel buffed all to the moon and back is the material, and then we're looking at getting what's called a white wolf sword plus 10. Sounds formidable
Sounds
as in
cool.
I don't know what. Yeah, so that's what I want.
You got Geralt up in here.
Yeah, and it's telling you, the finality of it here to make sure you want to go through with it, and I do. Fusion complete.
I don't want a banana shit sword.
You really do. You really do. Volume is kind of low. Which volume, Captain? The game or us? We can adjust either for you. So now I want to equip that thing. We can probably get a little bit more game volume in there. Wouldn't hurt. I just don't like it to overpower us. It was kind of strong during the last one. Let's find this sword that we just made.
Voice volume is kind of low.
Oh, okay. Well, we will just flip this back, and that should fix it. All right, now, where is my weapon?
Yeah, where's your White Wolf sword?
Well, it totally made it. I didn't see it on the menu anymore. I mean, surely I got it, didn't I?
Captain says it's better.
Alright, good. Good deal. Well, I got you all excited for fusing that, and the weapons are gone. Not really sure what to make of that. You must pick up your
fusions at the local weapon shop.
Maybe, yeah, no, but I swear that's not it, because I've been fusing stuff the whole time.
Destiny 1 DLC, you have to pick it up somewhere?
No, I guess you do. Look. And that just buffs it again. Fuse it with that steak. Well, there it is, and it says it's equipped.
Being level 20, can you hold it?
That's a good question, and we need to look at... I need to make sure that my NPC here isn't holding it. I don't think she is, though.
Yeah, apparently no one was notified, so...
Lucky Collector has joined us as well as Captain Retro. And yes, Frisco Burgers are what's up. Well, I don't see my sword. So, poop on a bun.
You can also make poop on a bun.
I think she's got the sword. Look, she's got my sword. She's not allowed to have that.
She probably does.
I need to give her something else to hold. She's cheating right now. She's not supposed to be using that. We'll give her a grape. She's holding a grape. All right, we're just gonna have to find another weapon and then take it back from her, because I don't know if I've got access to her stuff or not. So let's go to status. Yeah, look, she's got my sword, dadgummit. Unequip. You don't get the sword. I do. It was my idea. It's mine. You can hit people with those grapes. Now,
Vader desires Hardee's.
Double J Jason Joseph has joined us. We've got a lot of great old stories from Hardee's we could tell you. Well, that moves into the... I want to say, did I come in this way? I don't know. I'll be able... No, we came out of the hatch. We do need to go into the dungeon, so let's do it. Next floor.
And this is randomly generated, right?
Yes.
Floor 20.
Yeah, I'm 20 floors in on the dungeon, and it spans different things. You know, we've gone from the woods to a swamp to a town full of yokai to now we're here.
That's cool. Any game with yokai, I'm interested.
Right. Look at what's her name there?
How does
yes,
this work?
It's exactly what it is. It's turn-based. If I make a move, everybody else gets to do something.
Interesting.
So it looks at a glance almost like a hack and slash. And I'm stuck in a pile of feces and I can't move. I probably have an item that can help with that, but it already let me go. There are random traps laid about that you have to avoid. She also has her tummy, and she gets hungry.
Ah, I heard about that. Yeah, there's a...
And you can die if you don't have food, yeah. So you've got to make sure that you either have enough red bean cakes to eat or that you can turn stuff into cakes. And I've just been teleported. What do you got? What do you got? That is some massive damage from the sword. And she's got her yokai buster, her shots, her different weapons she can do here. She's got special attacks. I really like the barrier. It just kind of blows up a thing all around you. And it's constant inventory management.
Yeah.
Because your inventory fills up quick. And you can sell a lot of stuff, but you kind of don't want to. And oh my god, they just killed my girl, and I don't know where she is. Now, I have something that can revive her, but I got to get to her first.
Yeah, what, did she not teleport
with you?
She
stepped in it up to... Yeah, it was like a trap or something. She stepped in it up to her ankles or something.
Man.
I'm going to eat a magic mushroom. And I got me some tummy points, but it didn't help my HP. Now you
Yeah.
heal, but the longer you stay there and heal, you can hold down a button just to sit there and rest. But again, like you said, this is turn-based.
And so other things are moving while you're doing
And
that.
yeah, there's people coming at you. Blaze Overclock, good to see you, Blaze. Haven't seen you in a while. Great to have you on TNL. Welcome, sir, to our Tuesday night live stream of Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded on the Nintendo Switch.
Kind of reminds me of, if you haven't played it or not, but Crypto Necrodancer does the same.
You know, I've seen that,
It's cool.
and I did not download it yet, and I know it's like next to nothing on here. Oh my god, okay. Alright, that's how y'all want to do me? Oosh! And now we're gonna, that barrier is good for
There's a
that.
parade back there.
Yeah, this is what she got stuck in. Wow,
Optimus
right
Ponder
now.
wondered if this was just on Switch. No, this is also available on PS4.
PS4, and if you want just the vanilla game, you know, you mentioned funding there, and I'm with you on that, because funding's always limited. The vanilla game has been out for quite some time. It's like $20 on the
Yeah.
Zon right now if you wanted it. And I think there's more than enough game there to play. But the attraction here being that not only is it portable, but you've got all the DLC, and same goes for the reloaded version on the PS4. Now we're having trouble just... Yeah, I definitely want to retry the current dungeon. I did not know they were going to grab us by the boo-boo like that. They're putting us all the way back on the first floor?
Yeah, you nailed it there, Blaze. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon reskin.
Yeah.
It's a very...
And I've heard a
Pokemon
lot of
Mystery
comparison
Dungeon-esque.
from that to this, because apparently Pokemon Mystery Dungeon will hold your hand a little bit. This will not.
Apparently not.
This will kick your patootie in. Well, I still have my sword, and that's cool. What is
Oh
this?
man, yeah, if you lost all your loot, that would suck.
If you go back to the shrine, I believe you do. If you just fold completely. Which you may need
I'm
to
having
do.
trouble figuring out what's an enemy and what's not.
I know, because they're all chicks. And it's like,
yeah, it's
you
like,
know,
oh, that girl's coming to help.
she's
Oh,
as
no.
cute as me. I don't want to stab her, but now I have to. Optimus says, who's the other person? The other person is a crazy pyromaniac, a wizard chick, and she's a sage in training. So she's another one of the main characters, albeit an NPC. And what's different about this game so far to me versus other mystery dungeoneering that I've done is I can't take control of her completely. I can change her posture as to whether or not she defends me, attacks, backs off, follows, you know, those kind of things. But I can't switch to her.
Yeah.
And again, not a complaint,
Do
just
you
an
choose
observation.
the character from the get-go, or...
You do not. You are
So you
Ryumu.
are-
Ryumu is the Shrine Maiden, and as we talked about, the protagonist of the Touhou series. Which...
Oh, they're talking about me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not an NPC. This is my co-host and expert on all things RPG, Triple J, J-Town James Jonan.
Yeah, I've been,
Next floor.
I'm old school Emceemur show back when Barney's Sega
That's
Genesis
gotta happen again.
on the
by
handy
way.
cam.
That's gotta happen again.
Gotta revisit that.
I can't pick up a green banana, and that's a problem, so... How are we doing on hunger? We're actually okay.
Is this a dungeon?
Yes. A transitioning one. We're trying to make our way back to the town. Do you know how to set up the Google Hangout streaming group thing? Not entirely. That's Captain's forte. Although I need to get more versed in that. I'm going to drink some refined green tea. Make room for the banana. And oh my god, an unequipped trap. She made me unequip my sword. Which
Oh, that's some bull.
Now I can just put it back,
The
but
green banana. Equip the green banana.
don't think I won't. I don't think the grapes are really as effective.
Is the grape a weapon?
I think she's holding it for defense, like a shield. When in reality, she should probably eat it. Oh, I can look. You can do a wheel. I forgot. You can do a banana on the other hand. That really isn't what I wanted to do, though. I wanted to give her the banana because she will banana some people.
Music's pretty.
Music is outstanding.
Everything's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a good looking game. What is that?
That's a red bean cake. which those are so essential, and you don't want to leave those behind. But here we are doing some heavy-duty maintenance on inventory already because we've been sent back to the beginning.
Can you hold more as time goes on? And
I don't think
strength or
so.
An endurance thing. Just
I
got
hope,
what you got.
but I think that's part of the challenge is the management of the inventory, and I'm probably not doing that great on it.
Banana attack. The banana attack is demand.
The banana's doing all right. I mean, she's got a veritable freaking fruit hat going on here for a weapon.
She does. I just noticed the grapes too.
Yeah, she's straight up doing defense on that.
That's awesome.
We're down to floor 3. You realize how far?
No wonder you were
go?
20 in last time. No wonder they were.
And you know what's frightening is I have got to be able to know what's coming next time. So that's not the only place in this game that you're going to get jumped like that, like we did. You saw what they did. They teleported me. They tore her apart. And then I had no chance. I thought I was going to come in there all big and bad with my yokai busting abilities, and that didn't happen. GamerCube64 show has just joined us. Welcome, GamerCube. Great to have you on Tuesday night live streams. Let's all take a giant look at Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded on the Nintendo Switch. And there are cakes all over the floor.
Who's leaving these cakes around?
It's kind of like my kitchen after snack time with a 1-year-old. The difference being I know where to put that stuff. I don't know where to put all of this.
Yeah, this is too much.
And if you notice, I'm one-handing this sword. I'm doing myself a disservice right now. I should be using...
It's all fun and games until you get hit by a tangerine.
There, see, I've got my moon-shaped shield going on now. That's going to buff my D. An eclair, I want that. Alright, well, my tummy's a little low, so let's just go ahead and eat a cake and replace it. It's like a free buff.
I almost don't like that about games with eating systems. You get hungry so fast.
You do, because
you're eating 15 times a day.
The more she expends, the worse it can be. And yes, it's all fun and games until you get hit by a tangerine. Let's see.
A little bamboo.
We'll drink some tea. More cake. Tea before cake. What-ish? You can hold B and it'll zip you as far as you can go until you hit something. An evil ribbon +2. I mean, sounds enticing. We don't know what we're losing there is the thing. Now, in reality, I should have looked to some of these spell cards to save our butts last time. Again, I didn't think we stepped into it that deep. But we had. And we just lost our webcam. Come back. All right.
Won't be having that problem soon.
Yeah, I donged it.
Vader donated $5. Awesome.
That's the Vader difference.
Cool.
You can count on Vader right there. Thank you, Vader, for being the largest shoulders in the business and being the best part of the Emceemur show.
Who I am again.
Ponder, this is my co-host, Triple J J-Town, James Jonan, an expert on all things JRPG. It's helpful to me to have a extra hand on these things.
What was that?
Yeah, and she poured sake all over me, and now I'm drunk, and she's going to start tripping.
I thought it was gonna like confusion.
Look, she's missing all her shots because she's
Start
drunk.
walking the other way that you hit the direction.
I gotta let Banana Girl take the wheel here. She won't move unless I move. We'll poop on a bun.
Oh, the drunk icon up top. Hell yeah.
But again, we're gonna have a rep from NIS America here tonight for some Q&A, so it's helpful to me to keep the chat regulated. When I get an extra hand in the hole here. Now we need to go up to the top. That's a trap.
Is there like a speed? Is there did you speed that up or?
Yeah, when you hold B, you can go as far as you can until you hit something.
I love when RPGs do that.
Yeah.
Because some of them, you know, Bravely Default was a good example. Love the game to death. The time, it didn't need to be that slow.
You know, Octopath is doing
it.
that thing where if you hold B down and run, it ups your freaking encounter rate.
NIS in
Yep,
the
we
house.
are joined by NIS America. Mr. Chris, welcome for joining us. Great to have you here on Tuesday night live streams. Thank you for your support and being the best part of the Emceemur show. We've already stepped in it deep here. We already got jumped by a bunch of yokai, and we got sent back as a punishment. But that's cool, because you get to see some of the dungeons you might not have seen. Path through the rice fields. I riced it on the webcam a minute ago.
Yeah.
So guys, if you have any questions about this or upcoming NIS America products,
which there are a ton of.
oh my, yeah, again, we got a gaggle of them coming out this year, a lot of which I've already got pre-ordered, a lot of which I will soon have pre-ordered, but we're here to field your questions and make sure you start them with @NIS America so he knows you're shouting at him, but be glad to answer your questions there. But so far, this right here is pretty straightforward, and I love the animations there when they do their spells.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Of course, she points her fanny at you, so there's a bonus there, but other than that, it's pretty cool. I've got a banana.
NIS America says they think they've lost the thunder to the fruit wielder. The real star of the show.
Yeah, you know, if you're prepared to beat someone down with a banana, you're prepared. This is the music here in the theme that comes with the game. There's a beautiful theme that comes with this game for the PS4. So far is
fantastic.
I could put that music on at night and just go to sleep if I ever got to go to sleep. Now see, these spell cards are important. Not necessarily that one, but... And I'm drunk again. This girl keeps pouring sake on my head.
Can you detect traps at any point? Is that
I don't know. Once they're there, you know they're there, but that doesn't really help because you've already sprung it.
Cool as Robert Payne says, "Murr."
Cool as Robert Payne. It's a stream when cool as Robert Payne shows up now. I'm going to tell you, you can set your watch by him. I've got that spell card, and we're going to need that. Again, we got jumped by a whole herd of yokai, and it did not end well. We're going to get our revenge. We've already looked at the item fusion, and I'm not... You know what we should be doing? We should be fusing the banana with the grapes. Because if we could make a super fruit...
Cornucopia.
Yeah, because when we go back in there, I'm not getting caught again. They're going to get beat down.
Cornucopia bomb.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch to... No, not the yokai buster. I meant to have it on my duplex barrier. She can take care of her. I thought she could have held her own, you know, in that last dungeon that we got killed in, but oh my god.
She wasn't fully equipped at that point, though, right?
Well, yeah, and she was left to her devices with only a...
Yeah,
she was bashing literally 10 yokai over the head with a grape. So there's no way that ended well.
Explosive drug.
And you know what? Epiphany. If we're going to really handle the inventory, we need to fuse all these items together. So, you know, and now that Chris has joined us, let's take a look at the fusion again, because we're really going to fuse some stuff here. RPG Maker, have you seen that? RPG Maker? Oh my god, dude. Done.
It's a wonderful tool.
Oh my god. It has my two favorite things, making and RPGs.
A long way. I had the OG PS1 RPG Maker, and let me tell you, the tools were there, but I remember making like a quarter of a town with no NPCs in it. Memory card is full.
Yeah.
No!
Weapons brought to you by Welch's. Yeah, I've got... That was Age Tech, I believe, that did the first ones, and... we're like totally about to combine 2 shields here, and we're going to make 1.
So I think Jason Joseph's asking about the game room update.
You know, it's different every day in here, but we're really looking at what we're going to do in the long term, and I've talked at length with the wife about what we can do in here, because I think we're here to stay. That's the biggest thing, you know, before I make every one of these walls shelves, and I don't want to lose our graphics, but, you know. So we're gonna put both of these together. And now we've got a stronger shield, which she could probably benefit from using other than the grape. And we all want to know what happens when we fuse the grape, so we're going to find that out very soon.
The people demand it.
So we're going to equip her. And this is what I love. And there's so many games that sidestep this. That when you equip a weapon, or you change a weapon, or that you upgrade a weapon, you don't see what happened, you know? And if you'll look, we've equipped it. She's holding the shield now. I need to see that.
Yeah.
I need to see that she was holding grapes, and she was. And that's
She
great.
was.
Now, we have the grape. That's not an attack item. And it tells you defense or attack, so you can tell if it's something that you wouldn't necessarily use as a weapon. But I really want to fuse the grape with something.
Gotta do it.
Wait, I'm in the wrong menu. Fusion. So if I fuse the grape with a heavy stone, the grape becomes more of a defense weapon. Or a scarlet ribbon with a grape. It becomes a better scarlet ribbon. And it probably tastes grape, and it's probably purple and not scarlet anymore.
It smells of Laffy Taffy.
But if we combine some of these items, I'm really starting to think that's the name of the game. That if you're not doing that...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's vital to the...
Not only are you selling yourself
what happened
short...
on floor 20.
Oh, man. Not only are you selling yourself short, you're not managing your inventory because you've got all this low-level stuff.
Yeah, that's very
with which...
true. You're turning 2 into 1.
Yeah. So Scarlet Ribbon. Now that the Scarlet Ribbon... Okay, I do not have enough points, so we can only fuse so much. But still, we weren't doing hardly any of that at all, and we really needed to be. Alright, well, let's carry on. We at least got room for these fake bean cakes and the loquat. You ever eaten a loquat?
I've not eaten a loquat.
I haven't either. Yeah, I'm very interested in RPG Maker. That'll be a day one purchase for me. You know, the world building that we do in D&D, I can only imagine trying to transfer that to a program like that and how much fun that would be.
That would be too cool. Even in, like, FF1 graphics, it'd still be epic.
It would. It would.
Which they don't
No
have,
doubt.
but I still would play that game.
Yum, yum, yum. Oh, now I'm tripping. Now the girl behind me's turned into a big head.
What?
That was an LSD laced cake. Now we're okay, but there's some money and a cake that probably won't do that.
Not enough explosions. I don't know, there was an exploding drug.
Looks like Vader has donated once again.
Nice.
That must have been one donation for each shoulder, as you know. He is the largest shoulders in the business. You know, we lost Vader.
Yeah, I heard.
And
That's awful.
Yeah, it was quite untimely.
I almost sent you a message, but I figured you knew before
Yeah,
I did.
and it's, you know, that's the kind of stuff that makes me think about my own mortality. We're not spring chickens anymore.
True. That's a hard industry. They're not known for longevity.
Right. 3DS RPG Maker is pretty fun, but you have to know what you're doing since it does not teach you well. And, you know, I did not get to play that one. I had every intent of getting that day one, and there were just other things going on at the time. I knew I wasn't going to be able to touch it at that moment, so
Yeah,
I'd still like to pick it up.
If it takes me 60 hours to finish an RPG, I don't know what it's want to know it's going to take
Right?
to make one.
And in theory, you know, that's my problem. I should have time in my life for RPGs. Where's my sword?
Lots of love for Vader in the chat.
Big V. Double V. Oh, she's getting into a scrap up there. We're almost back to the yokai village
Yeah, I gotta see that.
where we can sell some stuff. And they're not much
Wait, so
different
that's
than...
the town? You're
Yeah.
fighting the chibi shrine girls, and then the yokai are your friends?
Well, that's what's strange is that, you know, she gets into this place and her job should be to eliminate these people, but One of them there is a human doing business there and tells her, "No, this is straight right here, man. These are cool yokai. So you get what you
These guys
need
are
here,
cool.
and they can fuse your weapons, and they can do this, that, and the other thing. And there's an
Yokai
inn."
stamp. Is that the currency?
I'm starting to think what those are the fusion
Oh,
points.
the fusion points.
Yeah, I was confused about that for the longest time. So it tells you how many points you're going to consume. I haven't been paying attention to that because we had so many of them that, you know, I guess I felt like
Yeah, you got.
we were never going to run out. But it gives us time to grind and get more. We don't need a light spell. We need something with heavy destruction. We are now in the Yokai Village,
Nice.
floor number 7.
It's like New Orleans.
I have felt the Vader power bomb.
Oh,
Not
that's too
directly
cute.
from Vader himself, but Jason taught me everything I know about
Oh, look at the
groundwork
little
and
one
tactics.
next to her too.
Good morning.
This is great.
So in here, you got these people, and you have to invest money in the facility to get it to unlock more things. And right now, we're
Man,
so
this
hurt.
is
We're
the
hurting on yen so
Fortune
bad.
Street.
Yeah. And these people can flat out enhance equipment for you without the need to fuse it. Like if I just want my sword to get buffed, that can be arranged. Right now I don't have the money, but we can go sell a few things and maybe come back and get a good example of what happens when you do that. She looks like she has to pee really bad. I've not been able to figure out what she's doing.
Still, the animations are too freaking cute, man.
This is the Tanuki chick shop here. She floats around so that you can have a merchant when you need one. Let's sell off some stuff that we're just not using.
Everywhere at once, like the Resident Evil merchant.
Yeah.
How'd you get here, man?
The Mallet of Luck can increase the size of our red bean cakes. Well, we don't want to get rid of that. Eye drops removes the blind effect. Thank God it's taken orally. Luster sign might come in handy. I don't know. We don't need 2 of these, but we need to make some room. Some of the stuff we have duplicates of, I don't mind selling off so that we can get money to do with what we need to do. See, now this right here, the Dragon Slayer, that's what we're going to pull, right? That's what we're going to pull when we get back there.
Dragon Slayer. Gotta use the Dragon Slayer.
NIS America reports cutting down on inventory can help give you room to stock up next floor. Sounds like a plan. Sell it all.
Sell it all.
So,
Sell.
but I'm such a hoarder by by nature. It's hard for me to let it all go, but we probably should. Besides, we need the money. Revives all allies that were defeated in battle. I should have pulled
How
that.
many allies do you get? Is it
Right now
increase?
it's just her, but
Yeah.
yes, I have a feeling we're going to at least have 2 more along for the journey before this is all over. Well, we've got some cash now. We need cash now. Let's go right over here and upgrade my sword again because I'm just partial to that. Let's get a look at it first so we know what we did. Attack is 14 plus 10 damage right now. And it's at a level 20. And if you notice, your items have experience, whether it be a banana or a cat turd. It doesn't matter. The more they use it, the item levels
So it
up.
levels itself up. I was
Yes.
going to ask about that earlier because I don't remember your sword being 10.
And this umbrella
Or
rod
20.
is also a weapon that we could fuse with this
Yeah.
and maybe improve it. Or we may give it to Chicky so she doesn't have to use the banana, but I actually think the banana's better. Or we combine the banana with the umbrella rod. Possibilities are endless. But let's buff this sword.
So do you think with Octopath's success, JRPGs will get more love in America? I feel like they're in a good spot.
They are. Preparing for emergencies can go a long way in a game like this, and we weren't prepared. We got caught with our pants down.
Yeah, we really did.
But no, I think Octopath is doing just fine, and there's worldwide shortages, so I know people are going nuts about that. Let's look and see what our sword
I
did.
think there are more JRPGs than there probably ever have been on the market.
It's up to plus 11 now, so it buffed the attack. And I know we may have enough money to buff a banana.
Cat turret attack, 39 damage.
Well, now he wants us to invest in the facility again. I guess we'll do that.
I'll never not ask that.
It wasn't giving me an option to improve an item. Maybe we can only do that once per visit.
Oh, that's not cool.
But maybe there's a limitation for that reason.
I mean,
maybe
I guess there's a
keep us
reason
from...
for it, I'm sure. They don't want you to get overpowered too early.
I'm going to make sure it's not just one.
They don't want you to break the game.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do another one right now. I've given you guys a tip. We're moving on. Don't bet on the Hawks. All right.
Oh, look at that Tanuki. There's the real deal over there in the corner.
And this girl sells special medicine. I have a feeling that that's something that we're going to want. It's expensive, but had I had that to quaff in our time of need there, we might have survived that battle. I just needed a few more times to rip out that
There's a parade
barrier.
after you, though, man.
Yeah, and when it says pandemonium, that's what that is. It's a battle royale on you. So we're not far from that. I mean, that was floor 20, I know, but
that was a cool little detour, though. It kind of takes you out of the hectic nature of the endless dungeon part.
And the thing is, this is all leading up to, we're trying to get to the tower, you know, where the incident took place. And I've yet to reach it. Boom! Picking up fusion points.
Yeah, I think if you have 2 Zelda tattoos, you're contractually obligated to pick the Master Sword in that scenario.
Yep. But yeah, speaking of NIS and stuff that we've got to come, I'm very excited about Disgaea 1 coming back out. I'm excited.
Yeah, Disgaea was awesome. And there's not a more perfect platform than the Switch.
Yeah, there again, that's ideally what you want for in a portable game.
I haven't picked up 5 yet. It was never my favorite one. I'd been waiting for 1 or 2 or even 3. And 1's perfect, though. That's always been my fave. So that's a done deal right there.
Roaming Dan has joined us. Welcome, Roaming Dan, to Tuesday night live streams. We are here playing Touhou Genso Wanderer, and we are joined by Chris from NIS America. And we are making another go of these dungeons here. You know, I want to play the Bullet Hell versions of these. I want to play
as soon as I heard that these were a spin-off of a Bullet Hell series, I was like, where are the Bullet Hell games?
The Rondo, whatever it is.
Yeah, I love some of that stuff.
I'm going to be picking that up. Now, I'm about to die again. Alright, so inventory.
Yeah, Disgaea will be on PS4 as well.
I don't want to drink that right now. I gotta have something else. Well, she just threw it and it went the other way. Alright, Banana Chick's gonna have to take care of business for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, a slow trap.
Haven't seen a lot of spells happening. It sucks that it happened against you.
But yeah, I mean, the animations are a joy to look at.
Cool.
A Patrol Tengu sword. Let's see how our fusion points are doing.
Roaming Dan asked if you downloaded the vampire character for this.
If there is one, I didn't know about it.
And NIS says the same. Been meaning to check out the Bullet Hell games.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, when I heard this was a series with a 20-year background, I was like, what?
I'm old school when it comes to those, you know, Gradius, Life Force, and you name it. And those, I mean, when they say Bullet Hell, they mean it. But also, when you talk about beautiful, those games are gorgeous. I mean, whether I'm good at them or not, I think I'd have a good time sucking at them.
Yeah.
As far as the vampire character for this game, didn't know anything about that. This is the Reloaded, so I'm assuming all the content is on here.
Would have been there.
Now, if that's something I need to download that's a free thing on my PS4 copy, I'll do that, because I only have the vanilla game on that for now. I kind of want to
Yeah,
do the
Gamer
banana.
Cube says great music. I couldn't agree more.
Oh man, yeah.
And I feel like your version came with the soundtrack, or you got the.
No, there actually wasn't a sound. The first one came with a bonus game.
Oh, okay. Oh, wasn't a bullet hell game, was it?
No, it was a. It was. I think it had to do with them fighting and throwing hands. But I got so sucked into this, I didn't get a chance to put it in.
Yeah.
The banana, I think we just need to eat it because it's not really doing anything.
Wait, you can eat the banana that you can
Yes.
use as a weapon?
You sure can.
I mean, that probably sounds idiotic. You can eat this banana, but
Well, we were
after
using
seeing
it
you
as a
wield it
weapon.
for this long, it's probably bruised up.
The girl needs a better weapon than that. So, going in here, patrol Tengu sword, partner. Now she's got a sword and a shield. Not a great sword, but now I can eat the banana and just put an end to all this nonsense. Eat it.
Yeah,
There.
this game's a cool $39.99. Can't
Yep.
beat that. With
Yeah,
all the
at that
content
price-
added, and yeah, it's absolutely worth that.
Anytime a brand new game is not $60, you can
Yeah.
breathe a
If
sigh
you put a
of
per
relief.
hour price on this game, you're gonna making your
Yeah.
money back 10 times over.
This is a nice looking stage here. I enjoyed this. Oh my god, why did I eat at Applebee's?
The vampire's girl name is Flandra,
Flandra?
and he said they
Flandra.
tweeted about it as a free download. It might be a maybe promotional.
I completely
thing.
missed that.
Yeah.
Of course, I follow NIS on there. I just missed that, apparently. Well, if that's on here, then I just need to get in the eShop and pull it
Yeah.
down. It must have been something after the fact. We're getting back to that dungeon. There's probably more grinding we could do in here, but I want to put the hurting on the people we owe revenge. Optimus has been playing Super Mario World today. He got him a...
Heck yeah.
Well, the GameStop got restocked on the classics, so
Mhm.
like, some of these people in their area, they're not just going to Walmart and seeing 50 of them. So
Yeah.
you really got to look for who's got them.
Someone
And
told
then,
me our Best Buy had 60 of them just piled up in a pyramid. What? You gotta have an SNES Classic.
yeah, I'm really in a plug and play mode right now. I
Yeah,
sure
man.
am enjoying all of this. The Retron 77, the Daggone
The
Commodore
convenience,
Mini.
man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love having the old stuff up. It's like having a record player, but
It is, yeah.
you still want to have your iPod at your at your side or your phone. It's about 3 hours ago that they tweeted out the vampire.
Well, I definitely missed that. And we have received yet another donation from Double J Jason Joseph. I have to assume at this point he really likes what he sees.
Lucky Collector looked for NES Classic controllers. Those things are impossible to find.
I don't get it.
Although and this isn't a perfect fix, but you can use any Wii Classic remote on there as far as just functionality goes.
Right.
It's not perfect, but if you just need a second player right then and there,
And you will.
Yeah, Wii controller, a Wii Classic remote, or even an SNES Classic remote sitting around the house, that will work.
And speaking of Jason, I believe he got him a Super Nintendo Classic recently too. Jason's one that'll speed run Link to the Past blindfolded in a dark room. I was never that good at
I
that
had a
one,
friend
man, but
like that in
he's
high
good.
school too, man. Like, we skipped school one day, we just sat around playing Zelda. We watched the credits roll, and at the end of Link to the Past, it tells you how many times you've beaten it.
Mm-hmm.
And it said he was in the triple digits.
Golly.
Yeah, at this point, the game couldn't have been 5 years old, 6 years old. And he was in the triple digits on how many times he'd beaten this game.
I'm scared because I don't know where. Well, wait, no, I know
What is
where
this? Yeah, this is...
This chick obviously doesn't come back till later in the game, so we're good.
Yeah, if you want the original controller just to have, I can't blame you there.
I bought the Hori Battle Power Commander thingy, and I did a review on that. It did not get rave reviews, but I got a working one now. As long as you get someone like Amazon, you can hold them to it. you know, you'll eventually get a good one, and I've been happy with it.
I bought the mini boss, which for the NES I was happy with.
Yeah, for the NES,
mini
I bought
boss
that
not
one.
as much. And if you've already beat Super Mario World, there's probably way more than you realize. that game introduced just how many secrets could be, just layers upon layers.
You know, something else I want to touch on that's coming up in the not too distant future. I want to say it's either, let's get a date on it, but from NIS is the SNK 40th collection.
Yes.
That is going to be... What, I don't have it on here? I ordered it, by God.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it while you're doing that.
Yeah, I got Dungeon People to slice
Yeah,
here.
that's
but
going to be awesome.
remind me of the date
purchase.
on that, but I've
Big
ordered the
time.
collector's edition from NIS America on that. We're going to unbox that right here on the channel, and then we're going to be diving right into some POW arcade mode because, oh my God.
There we go. The US date on that's November 13th.
So that's a while then. I was thinking it was
God,
October.
look at this track list.
Oh my God.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Dude. And I mean, dude, Athena was a really cool game
Yeah,
for what it
man.
was.
Several Ikari Warriors, POW.
POW. And again, from what I understand, this is boasting not only the arcade,
Yeah, some of these have home
Versions,
and arcade
but the
versions,
home
which are a
versions,
lot
I
different
mean-
in some cases.
and in some cases, I loved both as one as much as the other. And we had an old restaurant up on the hill that eventually became a $3 cafe, but it was an old Necky steakhouse at one point in Snellville where we grew up. And they had a POW cabinet there, so I never even came to the table for dinner half the time. I was just over there playing.
It's always a good time when you're getting ready to start a D&D session.
Yeah, there's never a bad time for that.
I wish there was an easier way to pop up on something like that.
We're
I
working
just
on
feel
it.
like playing D&D right now.
We're working on making huge advancements in that department as well. But one thing at a time. A green banana -2. When did we end up with that? It doesn't sound like the banana that I want done.
40 floors for the main story. Tons of post-game, obviously.
You know, that's good to know because 40 floors, we were actually making some progress
Yeah.
then.
Oh, I'm sure it gets exponentially more
Oh
difficult.
my God, yeah. And her little tummy's getting hungry, so we're
I
going
bet
to
it
give her
gets
a
to the
bean
point
cake.
that one floor might take you a little while.
She wasn't fully satisfied, and I want my shrine maiden. I want to satisfy my shrine maiden. There we go. Now she's satisfied. Oh, she found her beauty. How wonderful for her. Ah.
I feel like this is where we were.
Their uppance is about to come.
Yeah, this is where you were at before. I recognize that screen.
Alright, we got to make some room like we talked about. I feel like this is a nice piece here. I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that. I wouldn't mind a full Danmaku gauge. That's what is your power for
Yeah.
your special moves. NIS America says, I'm glad to hear that you guys are stoked for the SNK 40th. I'm insanely stoked for it. The minute I saw the announcement, done. Purchased.
Yep.
Done.
That's always.
I bought my NES into the office to show some of the titles to my coworkers here before we had a solid build. Yeah, because I mean everything on there pretty much.
Mhm.
And SNK to me, not everything they've done has because I'm not a big Neo Geo guy. A lot of those
Oh,
games.
I love some Neo Geo too.
I mean, not all of that. I mean, and nothing against it at all. It's just
Yeah.
I don't get as
It
nostalgic
was
for that
prolific
stuff.
though. There's just so much of it, and the amount, the quality level for how much they had.
Yeah. But the game on the games on this collection now.
Oh, yeah, it's all
this
solid.
This is what's up. This is the part of SNK that I get into.
And actually, I love to see the arcade and the console versions.
That
in
being the
any
biggest
collection.
attraction, yeah, because I mean some arcade Ikari Warriors and POW. Honestly, POW done. I didn't need to see the rest of the list. If I'm being completely honest, I did not read the rest of the list until after I had already paid for it. It's like POW done. You had me at POW.
GamerCube asks what your favorite class to play in D&D is.
You know
Cleric.
what? I'm as boring as it may be. I'm always just a fighter. I'm always such a minimalist. And, you know, in the one we've been playing for the past 3 years, I'm a barbarian.
Yeah.
So, kind of
things
a
are very
subclass
different,
of it.
too. So, for example, his favorite is Cleric, but the Cleric in 2nd edition and the Cleric in 5th edition aren't even the same thing.
Completely different animals there. One's extremely OP, and honestly,
we're playing, to clarify, we're playing 2nd edition.
Yeah, we are playing 2nd edition, and come to find out, the Clerics in 2nd edition, just like any Magic users, they become OP after a while. I can't ever stop Rachel from just lightning everybody to death. It won't rain for months until the boss fight, and then she's ready to just...
Was that in the rule book, or did we have to add that to fix things?
I think that was actually in there as far as that spell. It's got to have weather.
Because they don't always. 2nd edition's not great about... I mean, they have a tendency to break their own game sometimes.
Alright, I think we've got some room here. And we need to make sure there's no last minute fusions we can't do. Like this shield.
Yeah, so as I thought, all the DLC is available for this already. It's all here right now. It's on there.
That's what's up.
And yeah, I'm with you on that, Optimus. I have to support the game developers and the indie publishers anytime I can.
Now, I'm
not about hacking stuff if there's another way to support.
Oh, yeah, no. There's usually ramifications that come with that anyway that are less than desirable. The shield and the Crescent Moon Plate, we're going to get a whole new type of shield. A Momiji's shield plus 8.
Yeah.
I'm giving this to the other chick in case we get separated.
You're learning from your mistakes. And
I'd like to
think. That's what these roguelike games are all about. Like,
oh, look, she's holding it. Look, it's got a leaf on it now.
Maple leaf on it, yeah.
Now we know what's going down. I don't think we can really do anything else unless we fuse her sword. Yeah, this umbrella rod just doesn't really add anything to the equation, but let's see if there's anything we have that
umbrella,
will.
Like, umbrella weapon.
We're definitely not going to fuse my sword.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
It lets you do that. You can use it as a weapon, but it doesn't seem fusible. So I think we're as good as we're going to get. It's time to go in.
And it might even be that you have to, in a lot of these roguelike games, you have to fail a few times to get powerful enough to make it through the next time. And that might be where the 40 floors starts to sound like maybe it's a lot more daunting than it seems right now.
And it's cool because I just love the crawl. You know, just going through the dungeons.
Statue, love it.
Yeah.
Just little details in this game are
her character when she's on screen during the whole, you know, we haven't actually been able to talk to anybody yet because all those animations, until we get further, there's not going to be any more of them, but the character models are absolutely just breathtaking.
The backgrounds, music, just presentations, top notch.
Here we go. Buckle up.
This is where we started. We've come full circle.
And it's perfect timing because we don't have a whole lot of time left for tonight's episode, but we have just enough time to get in here and get our revenge. Yeah, what are you looking at? She's like, what's her name from Darkstalker? She's got the bat wings up top. And
yeah, I couldn't agree more with that, Optimus. These people put a lot of time and effort into these. I think a lot more than a lot of people realize. And it's a very thankless job to make a video game. Unless you're one of those Kojima rock stars, you don't.
It's all about the floors. I'm almost afraid to explore too much in here.
Yeah, last time you were getting teleported.
Because we got jumped, yeah. I mean, and we got to keep in mind, yeah, this won't be the same because this is a completely different floor plan than it was. So that trap that really set us in a bad position. I mean, there probably is one. I'm not clear on what these little houses are, and these little shrines.
Looks like a shrine, yeah.
I've looked everywhere. I cannot find out what those are. So, any intel you got on that, my man?
NIS knows what the shrine is. If it's not a spoiler,
I can't make
maybe it's a thing we're not supposed to know yet.
Yeah, I can't make it do anything, and nobody online seems to know anything about it.
GamerCube asks us on the show if we're creating new characters.
For the show, we are. Yeah, we're gonna make new ones because our show that you're gonna see is actually the prequel to the 3-year campaign we've been on. And oh my god, look how bad that thing hurt me with one shot. But yeah, it's kind of the Oblivion to Art of Skyrim. It'll take place 200 years before. So, I am scared right now. And I could wait right here and heal. And we've kind of done that, so that was a risk, but I feel like I don't want to burn through our cakes or our potions or anything yet. Oh god, when she runs off like that.
Yeah, don't run off.
The thing is I've got her set to attack. Status.
Oh no.
See,
yeah,
fight
maybe...
with me. Fight enemies that approach, but she'll run off sometimes. I can tell her to please follow me.
Yeah, for maybe these more difficult levels, just have her follow.
For now. I mean, I want her to fight the enemies that approach,
It's like in Fallout when your dog runs and aggroes everything on the map.
Let's see how that works. I want her to stay with me. I mean, if we get into a room and they're there, I can switch it, but...
Yeah.
Some money.
This looks a lot like... I know it's...
This is the room, almost.
Like yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking.
22 damage she does when she hits me.
Banana sword hype. Let's start that hashtag.
Yeah, banana sword hype. Is that it? Is that
Nice.
going on there later tonight?
So the shrine is a revival.
What about
So if your
that?
partner has died, you can revive them at the shrine. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's
Very good
That's a Pontiac game-changing performance right there. I appreciate that information. There's no doubt she's probably going to go down here because we're going to get into it with somebody. All right, right into here. Next floor. We're going to make it. There's also a lot of lore and information in the Genso Chronicle in the game, and yeah, that's true. At the shrine, there's the... You can actually also go back through all your past conversations, animate all that, and kind of catch back up on things.
I'm sure there's a ton of lore if this
in case you missed
franchise
something.
has been around for a minute.
I'm going like one button push at a time here, because before you were just kind of king buttoning
this
it,
is
and
when
now...
you gotta start. These later levels. Stuff gets deadly.
And I am too. I'm doing like 50
Yeah.
damage per slice with this sword. I mean, we've really buffed it. I see you coming over here in your French maid outfit like you ain't got nothing going. Thank God, I missed, and then she pulls the fire card. While Ronkadonk.
Boom.
And she leveled up her shield.
Whew. How different is D&D 2e from 5e?
That'll be another episode.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on that. That could be a gap trap. That could pull everything I've got. Oh, Lord.
That was cool.
She's just sucked my blood out. I'm going to go ahead and put on my yin-yang shot for these narrow corridors.
What I can say, though, is that I wouldn't say 5th edition's less complicated, but it's more streamlined.
Okay,
It's
we're
like the
hurt.
book's just as big, but they learn from their mistakes.
I had to drink my tea, man. One more move
Yeah,
and
man.
that, and she'd have had me. She's moving though, but I'm gonna head her off down here. Switch to the Yokai Buster. Got you. Also, you've got all these things here, and I haven't even begun to work with these yet. Who knows what all we can make with these? I haven't even been able to
What
touch
are
on
they?
any of this yet. Animal pelts, obsidian fragments, they're all just
They're
like
just,
pieces that I assume we're going to have to take to...
materials to
Probably have to take to the lab and get some stuff made.
ghost cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, right? So there's probably a whole other aspect of the game I'm not taking advantage of by using all these items that I've found, but quite honestly, I'm still kind of feeling this thing out.
Jason Joseph says floor plan feels like Gauntlet.
Yeah,
Can you imagine a roguelike or a procedurally generated Gauntlet?
Yeah, I was just about to say, except for the fact that it will be different every time.
Every time.
It definitely is
You've done
reminiscent
this
of that.
before, and it was not the same thing. It's the same design, like it's the same motif, but
I healed. I paid for it with my hunger, but I healed. But we have cakes, so that's not really the problem right now. Oh, crap. Get her. I'm gonna let Pyromancer chick take care of it. Speaking of Gauntlet, that Slayer edition, did you ever play that? That came
I
out
didn't.
on PS4?
I have it.
It's really good.
Downloaded. It was the free game one month.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
And I never actually played it.
Like, you don't give it to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Same idea. Actually, this month's game, Absolver, I started playing just out of almost boredom. Just like, sure, if it's free, I'll try it. I'm really digging it.
I'll have to take a look at that too. But I've been on this, and I've been on Octopath the last few nights.
Oh, I bet.
Just
Yeah,
that and this, that's all I'm playing.
I had Octopath right now, I'm probably playing that too.
We're flirting with disaster right here, and I don't mean Molly Hatchet. A frog hair clip. Well, we can't leave a frog hair clip behind.
Yeah, Philip says, good job to NIS for supporting the Switch like this. I agreed.
Philip Stafford. Welcome, Philip.
Couldn't be a better place for their games either. I just feel like this is where I'd want to play a game like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The Switch is just tailor-made for this genre.
We get into all this crap about, oh, I want Grand Theft Auto on the Switch. Nah, you really don't. Let's talk about what you really want on the Switch. You want stuff like this on the Switch. You want your JRPGs. These are the games I would play handheld. And on a Nintendo, that same thing. It also means a little bit to me to have those kind of games. It's just the brand recognition.
Nintendo's just become the place for RPGs.
So,
at least the JRPGs, and they're starting to get the WRPGs too.
I want to eat this bean cake because she's getting hungry. And oh my god, what just happened? I received 98 damage and I'm tripping. We're dead.
Oh god.
We're dead. I ate that and it
that's what I'm telling you, man. You're gonna have to level up to you're gonna get to where you just can't beat this dungeon the first time or the second time, maybe not the third or fourth time. You got to build up the levels. That's what these roguelike games are about.
We must persevere.
Sometimes
we're going into overtime,
impossible.
folks. I think we're gonna go a little into overtime here, maybe 5 minutes, because this is a climactic point.
It's 9 o'clock, ain't it? That breezed by.
I did level up though. We're at 104. She's hungry, but we'll take her to Hardee's afterward, or Carl's Jr., depending on where you live, where the food is the star. Cut some bamboo.
Yeah, man.
We
getting a
made
limited
it.
edition 2 days early. You can't beat that.
It's what you desire done.
Oh, this is cool.
We have made it to yet another dungeon. And I can't imagine they're going to be any easier on us than that. Look, she turned into a yokai. I just got teleported and I'm not happy about it. These people are putting the hurt on.
Oh, no, she's still there. Okay.
You have another 2 hours. Oh, we do want a silver knife because we could try to combine that with something. So we'll drink some water. We'll get the knife. Let's do one more fuse before we call it a night if we can. That actually improves the umbrella rod. But let's take her sword. I want to fix her sword up a little better. Yeah, that'll buff her sword a little bit with that knife. She needs all the buff she can get, because for some reason I'm taking the brunt of the damage, but she's backing me up, you know. Well, guys, that really is all the time that we have for this evening. But this is just a killer game. I realize this style of game may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for me. I mean, this is my kind of jam right here. And from the moment the original game was announced, you know, I knew that I had to have it. But when I saw it was going to be reloaded, had to have that too. We've got God Wars coming later on in the year.
That was a good game.
Yeah, God
was
Wars.
A really good game.
And like this was a game we played the vanilla version of and streamed day one on the PS4. And we're definitely going to be doing the full version of that when it comes all in a nice little gift pack to the Nintendo Switch,
That's
all
another
DLC included.
Perfect game for the Switch.
Yeah. So, you know, a tactics RPG like that, exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about what validates this being a portable console in the first place. So, we'll definitely be doing God Wars later on in the year as well. But, yeah, in the meantime, this right here was just fantastic to take a look at again. And fell in love with it all over again. Not that I ever fell out. I mean, there's so many games to play throughout the year, it's hard to stay on any one thing for any length of time. But this is definitely one that I'm enjoying going through and watching it progress. And I learned a lot tonight myself. I want to thank NIS America. I want to thank Chris for being with us tonight, being the best part of the Emceemur show, and for all the extra tidbits of information, because I'd have been here to the end of time trying to figure out what that shrine did. God Wars Complete Legend coming September 4th. I'm definitely doing that.
Deal.
Yeah, it's such a great game, man. Again, another game with fantastic animations, combat, and anything with squares on the screen that's a tactics RPG that didn't barely resembles Final Fantasy Tactics. You can count on me wanting to play it. The squares, that's me. This guy, you know,
it looks like a board game, but it's a video game. I want to play it.
Indeed, indeed. But yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic. Thank all of you that showed up tonight. I hope everybody's going to drop a like on this video. I hope that you did like this video, and if you've not already done so, I hope that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur show and hit that notification bell for all that it'll actually do you for when it actually works. You will get notifications to let you know when we're going live with all the freshest content, hottest live streams, new episodes, fresh content for you to enjoy right here on the show. Just absolutely fantastic things going on, and still so much more to go this year. I want to say thank you to you, Triple J, for joining me again tonight. Yeah, absolutely a fantastic time. I could play this all night if they would let me. But
don't forget to use your fruit responsibly.
Yeah, it is very important to use your fruit responsibly. There's only so much of it. It's to be cherished. It's to be put on a pedestal. It's to be highly considered in every which way that you might actually consider using something like that. So, well, again, we learned a lot tonight. So going forward, I already feel more confident than I did before. Yeah. And I was humbled tonight because I got my butt whooped, I think, for the first honest
5 minutes we were here.
Yeah, you know. So there you have it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Tuesday Night Live Streams. Hope we will see you all next week and every subsequent time for more action. Thanks again to NIS America, Emceemur, signing off for now, and we will see each and every one of you again next time.